The human body has the unprecedented capacity of healing itself if it's supported appropriately. Over $100 million has gone into the research of ace-mannan. There's no other nutrient in the world that's ever been researched to that level. Tens of millions of people tonight will go to bed praying that someone will bring a solution to a challenge that their child, their husband, their wife, their parent, their next door neighbor, their best friend is facing, and medicine has no good solution for it. And then you show up. You're not just bringing ace-mannan, you're bringing hope. Everything that man needs to achieve and sustain health is provided by God in nature. It's the job of science to go find it. I mean, that was the foundation of pharmacology. Medicine has come full circle. It has come all the way back around to recognizing that the most powerful mechanism for healing the human body that has ever been discovered in science is the human body. You're going to hear from a doctor that is involved in the absolute highest level cutting edge research that is going on today with chronic illness. I mean, it is miraculous what they're accomplishing.
My name is Dr. Renee Hurdy. For some reason, I have had a passion and desire to cure cancer since I was in 5th grade. By 8th grade, I felt I knew the answer, that if you could teach the immune system to see a tumor as a tumor and not healthy, that would fix the problem. And then I went on to be formally trained as a doctor of pharmacology, and I never wanted to be a doctor who sat behind a desk and told a patient how many years they had left to live. I didn't have the heart to do that. So by the time I had graduated, I had my first therapeutic that I had a little idea for become a phase 3 clinical trial that led to a 90% cure rate in multiple myeloma cancer patients. This is how we should be doing this. We should be very specifically targeting tumors so that we don't have side effects and that we actually effectively kill them and so they don't ever come back again. Once I had completed that whole process, I knew this is it. This was the proof of concept I needed. Fast forward 10 years, and I finally had all the pieces come together. For the past 10 years, I had not been actually doing formal research. I was dreaming, I was planning, I was looking at, this is my dream project and I will not settle for less. I'm not gonna sell out and go work for a pharmaceutical company. I'm not even gonna go work in academia because I don't believe in anything they're doing so wholeheartedly that I feel like I could wake up in the morning and go do it. Antibody therapy is the best technology for cancer therapy that has ever been seen, basically. So to give you an idea, you have a tumor cell and the little shapes on the outside, and those are basically signals to other cells and themselves as to what is their job. Some of these proteins have a job of making the cells divide really fast. We also have the healthy cell, who shares not the same profile, but similar in some ways. So they share one protein target in common, so we don't want to target that one. So if you target all of the other ones with antibodies, they very specifically go in and bind to the protein on the cell surface. So no matter where a tumor cell is in the body, if it has these markers, and at no matter what point in time it comes, so even years later, if it comes and it has those markers, the immune system with this kind of therapy is trained to seek and destroy those tumor cells no matter where they're found in the body. We can engineer antibodies against the proteins that are just on the tumor, and then those antibodies are given to the patient. And then cancer cells are targeted and destroyed everywhere in the body. This is a very effective strategy. In order to have something like immunotherapy work, you actually need to have, ideally, the most optimal functioning immune system that there is. So when I found out about ace-mannan, my first question was, where is it from? Costa Rica. You go to the rainforest, you can find what you need to treat somebody. You're never, ever gonna beat it by trying to synthesize it, actually. Nothing beats nature, ever. Immune does an excellent job as an integrative health support strategy. For any person with cancer that comes to me, I actually now tell them that immune is one of the first things they need to take. It's gonna help. I founded Dream for the Cure Cancer Research Foundation in 2009 with the mission to fund clinically relevant research projects that would lead to the cure for cancer. I was searching for supplements that would also be tumor suppressive.
This all started for me in 1993. I was introduced to a group of research pharmacologists who had made the discovery of the bioactive molecule in the aloe vera plant that was really responsible for its rich history for health and healing. There was something in the fresh gel of aloe vera that caused a very profound response on the immune system, and they named it acemannan. It wasn't a typical drug. It didn't alter physiology. It just supported normal functions of repair and defense.
For me, it's always been driven by what is going to be the most effective way to treat this so that it's not an issue anymore. No matter if you remove the whole tumor or treat the whole thing, there's always going to be something hanging around. When you treat with immunotherapy, the antibodies that are designed against the tumor itself will seek and destroy them everywhere and anywhere they are in the body. If you teach the immune system that based on some marker that's only on tumor cells that they don't belong there, it will remember that forever. So even if a single cancer cell pops up 20 years from now, your immune system should be able to go and detect it and destroy it before it becomes a problem.
Immunotherapy actually started in the 1890s with a Dr. William Coley. And he found that his patients with cancer, when he operated, if they got a bacterial infection, it seemed to cause their tumors to go away. And to prove his hypothesis, he actually injected gram-negative bacteria into his patients, and they did experience tumor necrosis. It was a polysaccharide sticking off the surface of the bacteria that caused macrophage phagocytosis. So in other words, it upregulated the macrophage. And that's exactly the same mechanism of action that is caused by acemannan.
With the recent diagnosis of my sister with a brain tumor, something happened. I lost all of my fear. I was now willing to approach everybody and anybody who were experts in their field who could contribute to actually making my ideas of how to cure cancer into a reality. I had actually been having my sister take acemannan from Evolve to help support her immune system during the cancer therapy she had been undergoing. And I had also had her been taking CBD oil. One of my mentors had told me that I should find a social business company or direct selling company that had a vision that was in line with what we were doing, because it would help us to raise money to actually have an affiliation with some sort of social business company. I knew that what Evolve was doing was very much in line with the mission of using immunotherapy to treat cancer. And I also knew that he had a very successful project with supporting children and charity causes. So I actually flew out to Minnesota to meet Sam.
I was doing a meeting in Minnesota and Renee was sitting in the back of the room. And afterwards she came up and she started asking questions, and I thought, this is not your average consumer. This lady knows a lot more about what we're doing maybe than I do, you know. And so we sat down and talked for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours after the meeting. And it was just amazing. They're working on immunotherapy, how to make the immune system more effective at recognizing and fighting cancer. And I have a technology that helps the immune system function more appropriately. And we just felt like there was great synergy between what we were trying to do, and we linked arms and decided to go full speed ahead. And as she told me, you have one of the most unique technologies that exist in the marketplace, and I think we could really benefit from working together. And because I believe so much in what she's doing, we at Evolve have agreed to supply her with all the product that she needs for her research initiatives.
Now I have the ability to be able to provide cancer patients with entourage and immune and whatever we think is necessary to help support them from an integrative health perspective, no matter what stage they're at, no matter what kind of cancer they have, so that whatever therapy you are going to undergo, whatever is best, will be synergistically supported by these products. What I can tell you is that with Entourage, my sister has, for the first time, experienced less headaches. And that's pretty profound because nothing helped. And she's taking less pain medication, less medications. Entourage was pretty much the thing added that changed. Along with all of this research, I also came across the knowledge, I guess, of how cancer foundations work, and that they don't really focus on research and funding research. They focus more on what they call education and awareness. So I actually founded a cancer research foundation. So the whole mission is to raise money to cure cancer, where 100% of all of the money raised actually goes toward the research. And that's all being done in collaboration with the Mayo Clinic. They saw what I was doing and said, hey, we would like to collaborate with you. We'd like to have you actually come and join our team and do this because we think it's the best idea we've ever seen. Immunotherapy is the best technology that exists to date to treat cancer. It is profound. People who want to donate to Dream for the Cure, they will receive product as gift in return. So depending on the amount that they donate, there are different levels of packages of product that we can send out. So that's been very helpful so far.
The human body is the most amazing machine that's ever been developed. And it runs perfectly on what has been provided in nature to support it. What's amazing to me about where medicine started, how it went so far off and how it's come full circle back to its foundation, is this is as old as life. Everything that man needs to achieve and sustain health is provided by God and nature. It's come full circle. I just think it's the most amazing collaboration that exists in healthcare today. I'm so excited about the future of what we can accomplish together.